Well, greetings all. Well, I've had a few requests from the viewers out there. One was more videos about Gracie. Yes, I've even bumped into people in the street that said more videos about the cat. Well, it's going to be up to Gracie if she comes around. She gets in the videos. I don't know where she is this morning. Oh, and I had people saying that they wanted to hear more about alternative energy, green energy, and that sort of thing. So as things come up, I will talk about that subject. But today, I want to try something brand new. Let's see how this one works out, huh? I mean, I am the green garden guy, right? And so what's that all about? It's about food. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what this channel is based on, is food production. I've never talked that much, really, about eating. Some, but not a lot. And I've decided that, that I wanted to start talking about eating here on the Big Island. Because for me, eating here has always been an absolute joy. And the reason for that is that there are so many wonderful fresh raw ingredients that exist here that are not easy to find in many other places. For instance, if you're a Thai cook and you have a Thai restaurant, Thai food here, almost all of the ingredients that Thai people use in that food, they're readily available right here in Hawaii, being grown. Anything to have to do with fish, okay, whether if it's ono or mahi-mahi or ahi, particularly the ahi tuna or hamachi, these fish all come out of the waters around the island here. I'm still experimenting with the different fish that we have here. They are all rather distinct from one another, all real good too, and fresh. Man, yeah, fresh papayas, the white pineapples here are incredible. It's always been a thrill. Even before we had the house over here and we'd come visiting, we usually always tried to find a place that had a kitchenette in it so that we'd get to the farmer's market, round up a bunch of cool stuff, and make some nice food. Yeah, so the cuisine here in Hawaii is unique. It's a hybrid amalgam. We have what we call the mixed plate here, and the mixed plate came about mostly because of farm and field workers who would come into the fields carrying their lunches with them. Some of the people were Korean, some were Japanese, some were Portuguese, some were Puerto Rican. Some were native Hawaiians. And so the foods, then, as they all sat down to eat lunch together, people began sharing these foods. Next thing you know, we ended up with what we call the mixed plate. That's got a little bit of Korea here, a little bit of poi from the islands over there, rice from Japan over here, and so on. And, of course, the American mainland, the military has been here for quite a while, and anything that the military ate became part of the diet here in Hawaii, and I'm talking about Spam. Yeah, Spam. Oh man, pigs in a can. Yeah, it's hurricane food. If it's pork, it's loved here, and so it doesn't matter whether it's in a tin can or whether it's running around snorting in the fields. Man, it's all pigs. It's a big island, but it's kind of a small population. I don't want to start a tongue war here with anybody, and so I am not planning to become a local food critic. That's not part of the agenda. If I ate in your restaurant and I didn't like my experience much, here's what's going to happen. Nothing. I'm not going to diss you. Maybe you had a bad day. Who knows? I don't know. But Now, I intend to speak on the wonderful experiences I have here, and this will be for the benefit of both the locals and for the tourists coming here. I mean, obviously, you've got Yelp and on Facebook and all this, and all these restaurants and places around here are all rated, and so you got plenty of information. But hey, take it from me, I love food. I want to talk story about some of this stuff. We have some really, really great places to eat here on the Big Island. I find it absolutely amazing that I could be out here in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, about as far isolated as you can get, and have such wonderful restaurants. Yeah, there's some really good stuff here, man. Most of our Thai restaurants in the area are definitely worth a stop. Not every one of them, but most of them. Yeah, that's they're super good. And then we've got these restaurants around here that it's kind of hard to bag them. I don't know, we call it local food. It's sort of Japanesey, Yeah, so food can be very hybrid here. When you've got Japanese home style and so on, then you've got, of course, your sushi houses. But, well, some of the neighbors down the road over here recently had been expressing a desire to get out and try some of the eateries in the area that they'd never been to. And so I've agreed to, once a week or every couple of weeks or so, that we'll go out and eat together and try another place. Well, lately I've gotten experimental, and I've been throwing darts at the dartboard of restaurants, places I've either never been to or, well, in this case, Moon and Turtle is a restaurant in old downtown Hilo that I'd only been there one time. Yeah, in the past. I'd been there just once, many years ago with Ellen. We had an extraordinary experience. Yes, yeah, it was a wonderful time. This would be only the second time I've ever been at the restaurant. I was hanging out here talking story with the neighbors, and we were trying to figure out where we might go to eat. And I said, well, let's go Moon and Turtle. And they went, huh? Never heard of it. That's not uncommon. It's sort of on a little one-way street in there in Hilo, almost towards the end of old downtown, where, well, it's next to the old theater, the old movie theater. It used to be a $2 theater there, and now it's some kind of a school or something. Anywho, they'd never heard of it, so that was a good start. Yeah. Well, the first thing off, Reservations. Yes, absolutely. The place is mobbed. Yeah, it's always full. It's the people that know it, and they eat there. And so you want to have a reservation. I would not recommend trying to walk in off the street. No, it's not necessarily going to work out well for you. Okay, so there's that one. Yeah, because the first time I ever went in there, I did not come in with a reservation. They were very congenial, and they seated Ellen and I at the bar, and we ate there, which was actually a very, very good experience because I got to sit there all night long and talk with the barkeep and go, and what's that? And how do you do this? And so on and so forth. What have I got in front of me here? And she was able to explain everything. So I really got an education. And I know that was my first experience, for instance, with eating a Kona oyster. They had them there. If there's nothing else to be said about this place, almost everything they serve is locally sourced. Salads, fish, you name it. It's all from this area right here that they bring the stuff in. So it doesn't get any better as far as the quality of the material, but their cook is just... cook is the wrong word. This is a chef. Okay, absolutely. The guy is a chef. Very, very special ways of treating and handling almost everything. Yeah, it was Well, the reservations again. Beware of the online reservation on your computer. It failed for me. I don't know why. What happened? I'm not sure. But we got to the door, and they never heard of Bill Merrill. Well, again, these are really nice people. Again, they seated all four of us at the bar, because every table was packed. There was no room in that restaurant anywhere. And so I got to talk to the bartender again all night long. Yes, and so I got I got an in-depth, a little bit about the restaurant and all from her. And well, most notably, we happened in there during a happy hour, and so I had a glass of Kona, big glass of Kona Big Wave. I haven't been drinking much of anything lately, but happy hour prices, sitting there at the bar, just had to. And unfortunately for me, as I started drinking the glass of beer, and I'm looking across at the shelf, and they have some unusual bottles that they use to make some of their drinks. And one of them was a Japanese bottle of whiskey that I had never tried. And so I went ahead and broke down, and I had a shot of that too on top of the beer. And so we were having a wonderful time, and it was very good whiskey, by the way. Ellen had ordered a lemonade type drink. I don't quite remember the name of this thing, but it had cured lemon particles in it and all manner of different stuff. She was very happy with it. It looked like this, and I guess she picked the little cured bits of lemon out of there and even ate them later on. Found the whole thing very tasty. So that the drinks were fine. First plate that I ordered, they have on the menu both what they call small and big plates, and the small plates are kind of like tapas. It's enough for a few people to actually share one of the small plates, and that's exactly what we did. I ordered all but one of the small plates they had on the menu, and then told the guys that we were with that I was going to pass them up and down the bar. Well, they went ahead and ordered the only other remaining small plate that I had, and then ordered the two large plates. Well, I would say the most remarkable dish it really was two. It's a split, but the Smokey Sashimi. I don't know what this guy does, the chef, but he has a way. The sauce they had over this, there was a little chili oil and soy, I suppose, and it had a smoky flavor to it. It was ahi sashimi. I really don't know how he did it. It had a big bunch of shredded daikon right in the middle of it. Not too unusual there, but whew, man, it was so good. Yeah. It cut real thin, delicious. Oh, it was so good. Oh, and then the next plate was a Kachi Pastrami. Now, Kachi is a fish that they're raising over in Kona. It's being farmed. I've eaten it before. It's a good fish. But this guy had a way of actually processing the Kachi into pastrami. Yeah, and a little pepper coat around the outside, and again, special sauces over the top of it that I don't know what they were. I cannot describe them. And I was getting pretty loaded by that time, and all I could say is, oh, good. Yeah, it was really, really good. Well, we had crispy taco, or the local octopus with crispy potatoes. That was okay. It was just fine. The salad, obviously everything we were ordering was pretty much, fish. It was carnivore stuff. There wasn't much vegetation, and so I said to Ellen, well, we best with one of these small plates here. He's got a special salad. Let's order their salad so we have greens to eat with this stuff. And it was very substantial, very large salad. It's so many ingredients. Very difficult for me to even tell you what was in there. It was, again, locally sourced, and I mean, it even had half a soft-boiled egg, tomatoes, English cucumbers. They had slivers of local fresh palm heart. It was very nice. And then the chef has a way of treating by curing certain things, and in this case he had certain vegetables in the salad had been cured. I talked to the bartender about how that curing was done, and I don't know, something they were cured in miso and something else. Again, I kind of lost track what she was saying, but the amazing part about the salad, yeah, and they had like these whole baby purple carrots and all that in there, but he'd used red beets, and it even said with a beet dressing on the menu. And well, I hate beets. I have my reasons. Yes, I'm usually, pretty rational about anything I say I hate. Most likely my history with them is that as a child, young, very infant, I was fed baby food that was beets, and whether the jar was tainted or whether something else I ate in close proximity was off, I don't know, but I ended up with such a severe case of food poisoning that I couldn't hold anything down. Everyone really thought I was going to die. And, well, I recovered, obviously. I'm still here. But to this day, just the smell of a red beet. Okay? Yeah, we're talking PTSD with beets here. I get BTSD, beet traumatic stress syndrome. Yeah, anyway. Well, not because I'm a man. Yeah. In the past, with family, I have raised beets in the garden for others, and I have actually touched the things and picked them and brought them in. And just to prove I'm tough, I have, when they're baby beets, I have sauteed them in the pan and eaten them along with everybody else. Not necessarily enjoying them at all, but just to prove that I'm tough enough to overcome my yucks. That's about it. And when they were fresh baby, they're pretty good. Anyway, this salad had beets, and lots of them, man. There were little cubes of beets that he'd cured in some special way, and they were all over underneath. The piles of greens and everything on top. Well, I went ahead and I dug in there, and I said, oh my God, it's full of beets. Well, I tried them. I don't know what he did to them. I have no idea, but the usual nasty beet taste and smell that I can't abide by really wasn't there, and so I found them quite edible, and I had to tell the bartender to go talk to the cook and let him know that the guy out at the bar over there who cannot stand beets and refuses to eat them just ate the salad because it was pretty good. Yeah, I'm telling you, if they can get me to eat beets, that was a pretty good salad. Oh, yeah, let's see here now. I guess the friends we were with, they ordered a small plate of a ahi belly. It was ahi belly with tomatoes and capers, and that was pretty good. Ellen and I didn't order it just because Ellen does not like capers or tomatoes. And so I said, well, you guys order this one. And it was not bad. They ordered large plates, and I think the best one of the large plates they had was a mahi mahi. Yeah, and I don't know what the sauce was. I have no idea. It was dark and kind of green and had an herby sort of a taste. It was very good. Good sauce. And the rice on the side was like a crackly rice, a Thai rice that had been fried crunchy. That was kind of interesting. They had a campanella. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was pasta with the Portuguese sausage and kind of a cheesy sauce. That was, it was fine, totally acceptable. It was also, though, is something that I probably could have whipped up in the kitchen over here myself. Okay, because some of the other food we were served to me was an absolute mystery. I just don't know how he did it, And so I cook 3 meals a day every day around here unless we go out to eat. And so when I run across a guy that can cook and leave me in mystery, I'm pleased, yeah. All right, well, so I hope you all enjoyed that. I highly recommend Moon and Turtle. Nice people. Yeah, really good food. Now, the menu changes constantly. You will find some of your old friends on the menu, probably, but then again, you'll find things change almost every day. Yes, it's new stuff, depending. And so it's constantly exciting. I was hoping to find some of them Kona oysters, but they weren't there this time. That's the way it goes. And I hope that the next time I come in, I will be able to find some of the Kachi Pastrami and that Smokey Sashimi, because, boy, that caught me. Aloha all. Yeah, hang loose.